Okay, continuing on with with lesson 6, we are on page 204. This is section G. Okay, so we've got our file, we've got our new pattern. We're going to go back, and if you'll uh, go to View and Fit Artboard in Window, we're going to pick that thing that we filled with the sticks pattern before, and we're going to refill that with the leaf pattern. And so now your pattern may look a little bit different than what mine is. Everybody's is probably going to be a little bit different. That's fine. So again, we're done with this for the moment, and you can save again. Okay, next we're going to edit the pattern again. Whoa, haven't we edited enough? Oh my gosh, here we go again. So we're going to double click that leaf pattern again, and that's going to bring up the pattern options again. Now, we want to pick up the selection tool and go to select, and we want all, which is really only going to pick up the 3 leaves. And we're going to change the fill color of all 3 of the leaves to the swatch named Forest Green, which again they said was in the tree logo color group, which I don't really think it is. We didn't do tree logo. We did logo 1, and we didn't have a forest green in there, so it's up here. That was one of the other colors we did, and I don't remember ever doing that. But we now have we there were already, similar colors, and so it's not changing it all that much, but now we have it changed again. So now if you click off and you click the smallest leaf, change the opacity on that. We're just going to do opacity changes. So take that down to about 30% there, and the medium leaf, you're going to pick up and change that to about 45 or so, something in through there. So they're all going to be a little bit different. Let's see, our larger leaf was at 80%. So we've got that. If you want to make that one a little bit darker, aesthetically, whatever you think looks best to you. So I've changed mine. I'm happy with that. Now you get to click Done. And we're editing that, and lo and behold, because we've got this, the pattern was changed, it should have changed in this. So let's click the shape we've got over there, that nice rectangle, and let's double click the scale tool. This is going to, the scale tool in the tools panel, because we're going to scale the pattern, not the shape. And we're going to set the following options. Uniform scale, we want to change this to 90%. Scale rectangle corners, you want to not make sure that's deselected. We can keep stroke and effects deselected. We don't want to transform the object, we just want to transform the pattern. And now if you click on preview, you'll see that the pattern has shrunk. And so we can say OK to that and leave that selected. Go back and grab your selection tool and shift click the dark green rectangle behind the sign so that both are selected. So we've got the leaf and the dark green. And now we're going to release the shift key, and you're going to click one more time on the dark green shape, and that's going to set it as the key object, and we're going to do an alignment. So notice it's got a heavier blue line around it, and now if we go to the horizontal align, that's horizontal distribute We want horizontal align center, and we want vertical align center, and that's going to put our rectangle over that lovely green background. So now you can select and delete that original leaf. So just hit delete or backspace, we'll take that out. And if you go into your layer panel right now and you turn on the sign text, we have our sign completed. So let's see. You can go to Object and Show All, and that's going to restore the piece that we had hidden. And go ahead and save again. Moving on, we are now going to work with Live Paint. Live Paint lets you paint vector graphics intuitively by automatically selecting and correcting gaps that might otherwise affect the applications of fills and strokes. Paths divide the drawing surface into areas that can be colored, and that's whether the area is bounded by a single path or by segments of multiple paths. So painting objects with live paint is kind of like coloring in a color book. So it's a little more fun, and it's a little bit more creative, and it's kind of easy. So we're going to paint a simpler version of the logo. We're going to use the Live Paint Bucket tool. I want you to go to artboard number 5. That's this one. Now, I want you to get your selection tool, and you're going to go to select and select all on active artboard. So both of the trees are going to be selected. And we're going to zoom out a little bit. So you can do the Control, Space Bar, Alt, and you can zoom out, or you can use your other shortcut keys and do the, whatever one is more comfortable to you. But we want to zoom out enough that we can see the tree shape that's off to the side. And I'm going to actually close my panel there so I have a better shot at that. And the shape isn't selected, but we're going to add it to the rest of the shapes in a little bit. So now you're going to select the Live Paint Bucket tool, and that's under the Shape Builder tool, which is this. Let's see, let's find the shape. There's the Shape Builder. Under Shape Builder, we have Live Paint Bucket, and that's the one that we're going to use. Now, we want to be able to see the swatches panel, so we're going to do that. And here we have this lovely dialog that comes up and says, click to make a live paint group. So what we're going to do first is select the first dark blue swatch in logo 2. So where's our logo? Logo 1, color group 1. Did we not change? Maybe I missed something and I didn't change the name. I'm going to go with the color group 1. So let me pick up the dark blue color from that. And position the pointer over the first tree shape on the left. Click to convert the selected shape to a live paint group. You can click any of the shapes to convert it to a live paint group, but the shape your click is filled. But the shape you click on is going to be filled with whatever color you've got. Clicking selected shapes in the live paint bucket with the live paint bucket tool. Sorry, I can't talk. Creates a live paint group that you can paint with that same tool. Once a live paint group is created, the paths are still editable, but they're treated like a group. So colors are automatically applied to new regions created when you move or adjust a path's shape. So painting with the Live Paint Bucket tool, once you've got something that's converted to a live paint group, you can paint them using several methods. So we're going to do some other things here. Position the pointer over the second tree, and not the overlapping section, but the next one. You see you've got this red highlight around it. That's showing the amount of the shape that's going to be painted. And you've got the 3 color swatch over right above your pointer. The selected color, which is dark blue, is in the middle, and there's 2 colors on either side. If you press your left arrow key, you can select the the color that was to the left of that swatch. And so you can do that to go the other way and get another color. So what it's doing is, and you can watch in the swatches panel, you're sliding along in here and going with the different colors that you had selected. So if I pick back this blue color again, and or if I maybe pick this one down here, and if I go to the left with that, it's just a really handy way of being able to jump around to get to different colors. So I'm going to go up and find the swatch that was dark brown, and well, first of all, I need to get the light green swatch, and I'm going to simply color this in. And now in the swatches panel, I'm going to find that dark brown. Where's dark brown? Dark brown. Do I have a dark brown? Dark brown. That was one of the colors we made. And now I'm going to fill the overlap with that, so it's no longer white. Now, if I double click the Live Paint Bucket tool, this opens the options dialog box, and I can pick in there to paint the strokes. Okay, so I'm going to say okay to that. So we're going to remove the inner gray strokes from the shapes and retain the outer ones. So we're going to select none from the stroke color in the path there, and notice, and when we get to the line, the tip is going to change to a paintbrush, and when I click on that, it's going to it should remove the stroke color. Let's see. There it is. No stroke, and click on that. No stroke. So we've got the gray going around the outside, but we removed it from the inside. So I'm going to deselect. Control D should deselect for you, or you can go up to select and deselect, and which is going to deselect the whole thing. And go ahead and save that. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to modify our Live Paint group. So I'm going to pick up my selection tool, grab that other tree, and I'm going to drag it so it overlaps the larger tree. Just drag it over. And with the selection tool, shift click the Live Paint group so that we've got the whole thing selected. And now we're going to click on the Merge Live Paint bucket in the control panel. So Merge Live Paint, and that's going to add the new tree to the Live Paint group.